what makes you so special that you deserve to have your own show. I'm Errol Chung. This is The Game is the Show. Let's get it rolling. Welcome everyone to The Game is the Show. I'm your host, Errol Chung. For the last few years, I've been really trying to figure out how to get paid most for doing what I love most around the people that I love to do it with the most. That's just talking. So I think I figured it out. Not just for me, but maybe for you too. We've come up with a super simple system after almost 15 years of trial and error to show you how to create shows from your content quickly, efficiently, and consistently. But instead of just explaining it to you, I'm actually gonna do it live right now and show you how the whole process works on the back end. Every episode will target a brand new audience with a brand new topic that's guaranteed to be something that they wanna know. And at the end, we're gonna show you how to monetize that. If you like this episode and wanna find out more, just stay tuned to the end. I'm gonna give you a full breakdown and links to where to find more information and examples of how we've been doing exactly this. So the first idea that we have to come across, or we have to get over in ourselves, is what makes me so special that I could have my own show? And it's crazy because if you look at social media as a whole, that's pretty much what it is. It's just us showing the things that we like about ourselves, the things that we like about our world, the things that interest us. So if we're willing to put it out there on social media and we expect people to watch it and like and view and comment and follow and all of these things, what's the gap between what you're currently doing and actually having your own show? It's just an evolution. It's just the next step of the mindset that you're currently in. It's just the framework, the understanding that creating content is owning your own show. It's just how you set it up. It's literally an intro, an outro, and monetization. Take your current content, turn it into a conversation, and make it interactive. Interactive meaning that the audience feels like they're a part of it, like they're going with you, like they're growing with you, like they're on a journey with you. If you can make us feel like we're a part of the growth process, or we're, peeping Toms kind of watching in on your life, that's the interaction we want. That's the interaction we need. Even as a show host myself, I watch other shows all the time to try to come up with ideas and styles and settings and, relationships and ideas on who to interview and what events to go to. It's a perpetually growing idea. It's a perpetually growing feeling. So what makes us so special that we think we can have our own show? That's the first question. So as always, I have my little notebook here. So just to give you an idea, it's not so much that you yourself are so special, so amazing, so beautiful, so cool, even though you are all those things, obviously, that someone's going to want to take time out of their day and watch you. The truth of the matter is that we as viewers, when I'm wearing my viewer hat and not my host microphone, right? We want to feel engaged. We want entertainment. That's the basic of everything. Are you entertaining? Are you funny? Are you witty? Are you smart? Are you charismatic? Are you charming? What is it about you that's going to carry the conversation through? Every single video, every single episode, every single setup, it's a relationship. It's like a date. You want to keep the viewer enticed all the way through to the end. That's where you get the most value. You can drop in points of interest. You can tell them what you're going to tell them. You can tell them what you told them. You can give them examples and reviews. You can bring in testimonials. Anything you need to do to keep the audience's attention. It's not just you teaching. As great as teachers are and as great as consultants are, if you get up and just turn on your social media and you're watching somebody just blast information at you all day, it's kind of boring. But if they can somehow wrap that story, wrap that knowledge into stories rather, that makes it a lot more digestible. So instead of saying 1 + 1 is 2, you say, I had one car and I saved up and I used that car and I raced until I had enough money to buy another car. Then I had 2 cars. Same 1 + 1 is 2, but now you're wrapping it in a story that matters to people who like cars. Take the ideas you have and turn them into stories. Even better, find the stories in your life that you're most passionate about. Find those moments in your life where things really changed, where things really hit the gas, where things really took off. Those are the moments that people want to hear about. It's the same conversations that you say in the bar, or the club, or the meetings before the meeting starts to kind of get everybody going. The things that people like most about you, the things that you like most about yourself, Open those up to conversation. Opens those up to interpretation. Find other people that have been through similar scenarios or have similar points of view. That's really it. You look at any great talk show host, you realize that the show really isn't about them. It's about their guest. It's about what their guest is doing, their guest's life. The consistency in the message delivery is that there's going to be a new guest and then another new guest and another new guest. And before you know it, the host themselves, their value becomes access to the coolest people. Now, you don't always have to talk to Hollywood celebrities or radio stars or podcast stars. Your local business community is full of amazing people. We talk later on about how to access the right audience, whether it's going to be in business or entertainment or, relationships, consulting, religion. We talk about how to find those people, how to find those entities that are going to bring value to your audience. That's the real goal. You as a host of a show, your job is to bring value, something that they may not be able to get exactly the way you deliver it. Now, of course, there are going to be other people and other platforms talking about the same things you're talking about. There's always going to be competition. But you in your heart know that only you deliver this information the way that you deliver it. Only you have this, funky background. Only you have, a piece of jewelry that means a lot to you. Only you show up in great t-shirts on every video. Only you have that unique smile or that unique eyebrow line. Only you can present this information this way. And that is what people want. People want to see you. People want to be entertained by you. They want to hear your stories. They want to hear your version of it. That's what makes you special. That's what gives you the advantage over everybody else. You are a one-to-one. You are unique. Even if you're a twin or a triplet, you are yourself. Your point of view is only yours. You're the only one that's been through those scenarios the way that you went through them, at the age that you went through them, with the lifestyle that you went through them, with the knowledge base that led you to that point of view. Your point of view is key. Who you are is key. What you've been through, every single decision that you've made that led you up to this point is exactly what makes you perfect for your own show. So when you ask, how do people get their own show? What this does, what social media does, is it levels the playing field. We just don't have to ask permission anymore. We don't have to line up for casting calls. We don't have to get found as a bar waitress and hope that a Hollywood producer, picks us up. We don't have to, go on America's Top Idol and have, hopefully, win a singing competition. We can just promote ourselves. We can just put ourselves out there. We have the tools. That's this little thing you're watching me on now, if it's your cell phone. We have the audience, which is, again, our cell phone. There's thousands of platforms and thousands of niches that can help you find exactly who wants to hear what you want to talk about. We have the technology. Again, it's your cell phone. Just turn the camera on. Right now, I'm using my cell phone as a recording camera. Just plug it in, make sure the battery doesn't die. We make things so complicated. I call it, Forrest Gumping the situations. For those of us that are old enough to remember, watching Forrest Gump, my favorite scene is when he runs the football outside of the stadium, past the goal line, outside the stadium, into the parking lot. And then the next time they have the signs up, they say, "Stop, Forrest, stop." Before they had "Run, Forrest, run." No, they have "Stop, Forrest, stop." The reason I love that is we so often overthink. We push past our goals. We line ourselves up with so much self-doubt, so much fear, so much procrastination that it's almost impossible for us to reach our goals because we passed them so long ago. We passed them 2 days into the idea. Instead of just sitting and turning on the camera and having a one-to-one conversation with somebody who you feel you could connect with, we think, we plan, we procrastinate, we think, we plan, we procrastinate, we come up with an idea and then another idea. And then we give ourselves some huge, overwhelming goal or task list to set up instead of just launching. iPhone is one of my favorite companies, even though I'm an Android for life. And until Apple pays me to switch over, right? I'm an Android guy just because I'm stubborn, and who cares, right? Apple released 2 iPhones in the same year. Every year they have a new phone. What's different? What's making you stand in line for hours on end? What's making you pay extra money to order ahead? It's just a phone. It's no different than an Android. It's no different than, the old Windows phone or anything else. maybe some slight technology differences, but it makes calls and it takes pictures and it plays games. It has a map feature. You can download apps for different tools. It's just a phone. It's the branding behind it. It's the meaning behind what that brand means to you. Patrice Bizio teaches brand development and personal branding and coaching branding, and professional branding and business branding. He's an expert. We just did an event at Nova Southeastern University, an incredible show with Dr. Ramdas, and it was amazing. He went on for about an hour and a half teaching kids what it means to stand behind your brand, present the visuals that you really mean to present. Every time you walk out of your house, every time you turn your camera on, you are telling the world something about yourself, whether you want to or not. There's a reason I do the gray shirts and the gold chain. This gold chain reminds me of a very, very special time with me and my brother before he went to the military. These gray shirts remind me that as an entrepreneur, my goal is to focus on you, focus on the development, focus on the tools and the products, not myself. So even though you may see the gray shirt again and again, it's like Homer Simpson's wardrobe. I got a ton of them, but the branding is consistent. I want to focus on you, and I want you to know that I'm more focused on you than jewelry or gold or whatever else there could be out there. I want you to know that my time spent here is spent with you, and I'm going to give you as much of the information as I learned over the past 25 years, building media and building content and building strategies. So what else is the heart of owning your own show, starting your own show? Again, going back to my list, it's finding people that are like you. Listen to what I said. Finding people that are like you. These are the people that will like you. Now, I'm not talking race, creed, color, location. I'm not talking about any of that stuff, right? Religious beliefs or appetite or anything. Well, maybe appetite, right? But finding people like you. I've been in sales for a long time. Again, going on 25 years. One of the biggest things I've learned in sales is stop trying to sell to people that don't want your stuff. Stop spending time trying to convince somebody that you have a solution for them. Stop trying to spend time convincing someone that has no idea who you are, has no interest in your product, that you are the person that they can trust, and the reason that they can trust you is because you have this product A, B, or C that they can use. The real goal is to present yourself in a nature and present yourself on a platform that the people like you find you. You got to put yourself out there. Finding the audience of people that are like you means knowing what your hashtags are, knowing what your preferences are, knowing what platforms your people are on. If you have a LinkedIn platform, those are more business oriented, more direct service sales type of companies. If you have a Facebook platform, that's people that are more fun, more chilled, more family, more relaxed. If you have an Instagram platform, now you're looking at people that are much more concerned with the visual, how things are perceived, the lineup. A lot of people use Instagram as almost their portfolio, like a digital portfolio of their highest self-expectations or quotes or clothes or cars or vacations or whatever else. It's very much a portfolio-based platform. The other one would be TikTok. TikTok is pretty hot now. I'm trying to get into it and get used to it as well. But TikTok is super short video clips that are just cool and interesting and fast. Obviously, that's going to be for a younger target audience. Now, if you spread that basis out, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, and TikTok, then you know that you can approach your target audience on 4 different mindsets. Either when they're business-minded, when they're family, relaxed, chill-minded, when they're fast, information-minded, or when they're talking and looking for things that actually present the visuals of the value of what they want or what they're looking for, right? So knowing who your audience is, knowing where to find your audience, look at your current followers. What connects them? What makes them similar? Connect the dots. The people who like you are people that are like you. So I'm sure that if you look through your social media, it's not all just family that thinks they're, obliged to have to like your page. You're creating a trend of value for a certain brand of people, a certain demographic audience. Figure out what that is. Are you funny? So people who like funny watch you. Are you sad? And people who are sad and depressed like you. Are you interesting and motivational, and I always have the constant upbeat, people who are motivational are often followed by people who are motivational themselves. We're constantly looking for ways to turn it up, to get more energized, more pumped, find ways to connect with our audience in better demographics, in better ways, and just create that wave of energy. That's what motivational people are. So people like us like that. If you find a motivational speaker and they're really down and they're really sad and they're constantly gray clouding it up, and things may not work out, and I'm not even smiling when I say this. I'm just a smiling, happy person. I can't even pretend to be that. I'm not that, right? But if you can find a motivator that motivates out of sadness, you found a unicorn, because I've never seen one before. If you found an incredible salesman that sells based on the fact that they don't believe their product would work, or they have very low confidence in themselves, or they think you're a raging idiot, then you found something unique. Salesmen love talking to salesmen. We get ideas, we get motivated. I love to be sold. I love if you can get me to whip my wallet out, or whip my card out, or enter my passcode, or whatever it is, my credit card number, because that means you have passion for your product. You have a knowledge base of your product. You're going to give me the highs and lows. You're going to let me know what I can look forward to and what I can watch out for. That attracts me as a salesperson. Even if there's a price lower somewhere else, or a product that actually may fit my needs a little bit better, because I spent so much time in the sales world, I'm attracted to the energy of a hyper energetic, go get 'em type salesperson. Not overly so. That's crazy. I don't need that drama, right? But just someone who's passionate about their job, passionate about their product, passionate about their life, passionate about if they sell insurance, passionate if they sell cars, passionate if they sell avocados on the side of the street, passionate if they sell Bitcoin and training courses and online tutorials or speaking programs. Whatever it is that you sell, do so energetically, do so emphatically, do so with the passion to pull people that you would want as clients into your circle. You're gonna be spending time with these people. At least target the people that you want to spend time with the most. Going back to my notes, don't make it about you. That's the worst thing that you can do. And I know it contradicts what I just said, but people that like you for you. They don't like you because you say, I went to Bali, I went to Trinidad, I went to, Costa Rica, I climbed Mount Everest, I climbed this, I climbed that, I scuba dived this. They like you because you share your experiences while you were doing those things. While on the mountain, I saw this. While, deep sea snorkeling, I saw this. When I woke up and I walked out to the beach, the sun hit in such a way that, it caused my mind to flutter with ideas. And, I went back inside and I rushed and I talked to my girl, and, we came up with the idea to, open a beach resort online, and people can take virtual trips in their head during lunchtime. Like whatever it is that causes you to create passion, talk about that. For a talk show host, you know what they love? They love talking to people. They love getting people to open up. They love seeing people celebrate. They love hearing people talk about their new projects and their new excitement and their new baby and their new house. They love having people feel like the spotlight is on them. That's why they're great talk show hosts. Now, they may come out and do a 10-minute stand-up, and they may, interact with the audience, but that's just all functionality of the show. That's just called a warm-up. Getting the audience to trust and relax that it's going to be a good show by doing a 10-minute stand-up act, getting the audience to feel interactive and be comfortable clapping and cheering by doing some interactive games. That's all protocol. That's all functioning. But when you're hosting a show and you want to dive deep into value, you want to be yourself. You want to talk about the stories that mean the most to you. This is where the value really kicks in. You want to turn up the audience? Talk about the things that you love the most. Watch them get hype. Give them the details. Paint that mental picture for them as clear as you can. And watch your followers find you. Again, the right hashtags. All right, the third and final one, how do you get paid? It's got to be the most interesting topic of all in hosting your own show. We see it all the time. We do it all the time. We're involved in it all the time. But you don't really think about it that way. If you're watching content on any streaming platform, you are paying that platform. Duh. If you're watching a show on a streaming platform and they have commercials on that streaming platform, they're getting paid two ways. Duh. If you're watching shows on a streaming platform and there's commercials for that platform on that show, then they're getting paid 3 ways. They're actually promoting themselves on their own platform. You can do the same thing. Leverage the power of interviews to position yourself around the people that could be great prospects. That's another fantastic way. So that's 4 different ways. I wanted to go through them fast just so you see. It's not 1 or 2 different ways. There's 4 ways. Number one, subscription. Number one, subscription. If you create enough content and you can separate what everybody sees from what just a few people see, you now have you now have a subscription-based value. I love them. They're all the same thing, but it's just broken down in different formats, right? So subscription means that people are paying you every month. PayPal actually has a feature, if you have a business PayPal account, that's called subscriptions. It's literally called subscriptions. So you can actually put into your email signature or on your website or in your social media a link to a payment feature that you can charge people on a monthly basis. This is my favorite equation in the world, is $20 a month from 1,000 people. That's $20,000 a month. What could you do with $20,000 a month as your base income? A little bit more than you're doing now, I guess, right? Once your base income is set, once you have that knowledge that you can set that up, maybe that's not your first. Maybe your first goal is to sell online products, digital products. When I'm talking about e-courses, online challenges, recipes, menus, top 10 list, anything that you have of value that you can quantify in a document, a PDF, a video, a tutorial, a zip file, a collection of images, anything that you can put together that someone can download specifically from your website becomes an e-product. You want to put a stream of videos together with a couple PDFs and a couple how-tos, you got an online course. You want to put together a couple online courses, you literally have an online university. It's all it is. You can actually create your own NFT certifications if you want to go the whole NFT route, or just your own certifications. If somebody finishes all 10 of your programs, they now become certified in U.U certified, whatever it is, right? They've paid the money, they've gone through, maybe you interject some testing scenarios along the way so you know that they're actually watching, not just buying. But now they become certified in whatever it is, whether it's hospitality, whether it's car repair, whether it's daycare, baby management, relationship goals, whatever it is. Create that energy, that wealth, that value in yourself by just condensing your information into a package that people can purchase. The third one is selling advertisements. This goes back to knowing who your audience is. Your audience is so important. I mean, again, they're everything, right? So knowing who you're talking to, knowing the value of what you're creating, knowing who sees value in that allows you to understand who else would want to talk to those people. So if you're constantly talking about real estate and you're constantly talking about investment opportunities and what to watch out for and buyer beware and who the best title companies are, maybe there are some real estate organizations that would love to be an advertiser on your show. Maybe a real estate investment group, maybe a certain title company, maybe another realtor across town that does commercial and you do residential, so you don't kind of, cross streams, as they say in Ghostbusters, right? Find out who likes you and backtrace what other people would like to contact and talk to them. It's the fastest, easiest way of finding great advertisers. Just call them up. Say, listen, my name is Errol Chung. We have this new program called The Game is the Show. We reach about 40,000 people a week. And each one of these people are very interested in learning how to host their own show. I know that right now you sell digital cameras and stands and all of that cool stuff for home-based studios. Would you mind being a sponsor on the show? Or would you mind putting an advertisement on the show? It's $300 a week. Okay, $300 a week is too much? $300 a month. It's your show. It's your platform. If you hear that knocking, I apologize. They're working on a roof, and I work from home, so it doesn't matter. This is the life that I wanted to live forever. Sharing this information with you is what I wanted to do forever. So even if they are knocking on the roof, I still get to hang out and enjoy my beautiful view while I'm shooting this video content for you. This is learned by example. This is not a game. This is the show. The game is the show. What type of show can you create? I think I'm a little tilted here. Oh, there we go. What type of content can you create so that people would want to stay interested, that people want to come back and watch again and again? If you can figure that out, then the whole matrix, the whole game just opens up to you. I'm gonna do some interview shows. I have a ton. I have over 120 episodes of shows that we've already done. We're traveling, we're interviewing. I'm gonna be able to break those down for you to see what the value elements in each one of those shows are. I have some interviews that I've done with people. Oh, getting back, interviews. Leverage the power of interviews. You gotta let your mind kind of do the circle thing and bring it back to focus. Leverage the power of interviews. Having the ability to tell someone else that your show is getting 10,000, 5,000, 1,000 views a week or 1,000 views a month. That's 1,000 more people than they are talking to. It's 1,000 more people that they can be put in front of with a spotlight shown upon them. Who can you speak to that is a potential buyer of your product or service that would love a moment in the spotlight? Sit them down, turn the camera on, get your tripod out, and make them a star. If you do this, you open up the gateway for communication in a way that's probably never been done for them before. That trust factor is immediately established. That value factor is immediately established. And on top of that, you also offer a solution to a problem that they're facing. It's as easy as that. So there's 3 reasons why you should start your TV show or your podcast or your streaming show or whatever you want to call it. Number 1, you have great stories. You have an imagination, a point of view, a style, a charisma. You have something about you that's different than the rest of the folks out there. It makes you unique. It makes you special. If you know that in your heart, you're already ready. Number 2, you're going to find people that like that energy, that like that charisma, that like that charm, that like those stories, that are interested in the things that you like to talk about. You can find those people. The game is done. The game is won. That's it. You've already taken on every challenge that you can take on. You've mastered what it means to be an independent show host. Along with the technology, putting it on the right platforms, getting a system built up, you're golden. You're designed for success. The third part is understanding how to monetize. So one of the best ways to monetize is by inserting commercials like this one.
What's going on? This is Coach Kev. I want to do this quick video because I get a lot of messages about, how do we come up with different content? But there's one particular tool that I want to tell you guys about that's literally changed my entire business and also the culture of our organization. Called the CCC content calendar. I got it from profitfromyourpersonality.com. I have a huge business and I need these type of tools to keep me organized and also to provide our all of the people that's following us with a lot of content. So let me show you how this works. Entrepreneur, realtors, tax professional. If you look at the first column, it says basically group of people you enjoy talking to. So I enjoy talking to, of course, these group of people. And then it says things you would like to talk about. And then what I love about this, it'll give you from day 1 all the way to day 30, right? 31, so to speak. So you will have content every single day. And if you look at column B, it can position you for any engagement type. Day 1, talk to realtors about getting more clients approved. That's perfect. You can create a video or whatever content on how they can get more people approved. I would love that because they can send them to me or I can partner up with them. We can restore their credit, send it back to the realtor, and then they will be able to sell them the home. Day 2, talk to realtors about adding more services. Again, that's good. A lot of realtors need clients with adequate credit. So instead of sending the person away with bad credit, they'll sign them up for the credit repair, right? Maybe they can offer that service, make the money, but then also retain a client and turn it into a one-stop shop. Guys, this is an amazing, amazing tool. And again, I get a lot of different people reaching out to me about ideas. A lot of my coaching sessions are, about different ways they can formulate ideas to continue to provide value. So guys, I just gave you a lot of value. This video is free, right? So definitely take advantage of this video. Take advantage of the CCC. That content calendar creator, guys, is just an amazing, and it keeps you super organized. So definitely hop on that website, invest the money into it. I did. And if you follow everything I'm telling you to do, I'll be able to meet you at the TOP.
Trippy, right? I know, it's my product, it's my show, but whatever. The Content Calendar Creator is a great tool that allows you to actually create unlimited amounts of content, right? Never stops. You put in the people that you like to talk to, the stuff that you like to talk about, and the way in which you want the audience to interact with you, just like in the example we just showed, right? That was a commercial. So you're watching the show that we create. We're going to advertise, or we are advertising, a product that we use ourselves. At the end of the show, you're going to see a ton of other products that we offer. Our subscription platform, our gear, our e-courses, everything is laid out for you on the show. You like me, hopefully. You trust me, hopefully. If you're still watching this far into the program, you have a value. You've made an attempt to better yourself. That's what I'm here for. That's what I love most. That's why I can sit here on a beautiful, Monday afternoon and just kind of sit on my sofa and relax and talk to you guys, because this works. And I want more people to have more fun and more time at home to enjoy the values of life without having to go to a job they hate or work in a system that they don't control. This is the value I offer to you. You have the power. You have the charm. You know who your audience is, because they're people like you, people who grew up like you, people who are where you're from, people who like the same things you eat, people that like your same sports teams. And my job is to teach you how to monetize and systematize that. That's what profit from your personality is. Profit from your personality. That's what profit from your personality is. We are an organization that's designed to help you on your own learning scale basis, right? We can help you build out whatever you want, but the content is here. Build your fortune by being yourself. That's a good quote. I should probably keep that one. Build your fortune by being yourself. This is Errol Chung. Thank you so much for watching this episode. For more information on how you can rock with us and we can help you build out your show, check out the end clip. Have a good one. You guys still here? Dope. Let's jump right into the breakdown. A typical show contains 5 parts. That's it, 5 parts. You have your intro, outro brand, so people know who you are. You have your main character that people fall in love with and trust. You have your storyline that keeps your audience engaged. You have your target audience, so you know who you're talking to and exactly why you're creating that content. And you have your sponsor. Your sponsor is where your money is. These are the commercials. We're going to teach you how to create television shows, create podcasts, and actually have sponsors pay you to reach your audience. You've already had the followers. You already have the guests. You already know what you want to talk about. We're going to help you put it into a frame to help you get paid. For information on how to do exactly this, check out my website, Profit From Your Personality. That's profitfromyourpersonality.com. The full breakdown, everything is there that you need. I hope to see you again on the next show. Keep it live.